In this video, we will introduce absolute value equations. Now, an absolute value is designated by the double bar symbol, measures the distance a number is from zero. Then, since absolute values measure distance, the absolute value is always going to equal a positive value. Now, how do we solve it? We solve an absolute value equation first by isolating the absolute value. Then we follow similar steps as those in solving linear equations with a few additional steps at the start. The solution, just like before, when replaced back into the equation, should make the left side equal the right side. However, unlike linear equations that have one solution, absolute values can have more than one solution. So let's solve the following absolute value equations using the number line. The first one reads, the absolute value of x is equal to 3. What it's actually saying is that x is a distance of 3 from 0. So if we find all the numbers that are a distance of 3 from 0, we're going to find two numbers. The first one, 1, 2, 3, is the one on the right side of 0. So 3 is our first number that is a distance of 3 from 0. The second one is -3, because -3 is also a distance of 3 from 0. That means that the x value can be 3 or -3. Let's try the next one. The absolute value of x is equal to -3. This one is saying that x is a distance of -3 from 0. However, distance is always positive. That means that there is no solution to this equation. Now be very careful here. Our solution could either be positive or negative. We end up with two solutions, one positive, one negative. However, the absolute value itself cannot equal a negative value. The absolute value must always equal a positive value, because at the top here, this one is measuring distance. So distance is always positive. Distance cannot be negative. Now let's bring a calculator to see if this is correct. I'm using a TI-84. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Math, move to the right, and that's where I'm going to find the absolute value. Now my calculator, when I press enter, it creates the double bar. For you, if you have an 83, what it's going to do is going to do abs, and then it's going to open a parentheses. Okay? But it's the exact same thing. So let's do this. If I enter this solution, if I enter a 3 and I find what is the absolute value of 3, the answer is 3. So that means that it will make the left side equal the right side. You see that? When I enter the 3 on the left side, the answer is the right side. And then I do it again. I'm going to go to Math, Number, press enter, and now I'm going to enter my second solution. So this is -3. So what I have here is the left side. I've entered the left side, that -3. If this is correct, I should get the right side. And I do. I get a +3. If I look at this second one, any number that I enter inside the absolute value, the answer is going to be positive because distance is positive. So that means it doesn't matter what value I enter here in this x, I'm never going to get a negative. So just to state again, the solution can be positive or negative, but the absolute value itself will never be able to equal a negative. If this happens in an equation, you have no solution. Now, if you have a TI-83, when you do that, it's going to create ABS, and then you put your 3 and close the parentheses, and you get a 3 back. And if you do ABS -3, that's also supposed to give you a 3 back. This is if you have a TI 83 and not an 84.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.